Second one is a focus on formation, because our volunteering is not only for volunteering or service, it is also a formation based or with a focus on formation. And the statutes clearly says that Jesus is the training formation modules cover spectrum of subject, assisting young people to move towards spiritual maturity, holiness and personal effectiveness. The third one is a spirit of teamwork. I know that we all work in a team, and Jesus Youth, we normally do not encourage a lot of single initiative, though this movement is always inspired by initiatives of individuals, but later it always get encouraged to come into the mainstream of the movement. The reference is from a Catechism of the Catholic Church. Then our volunteering is based on the principles of servant leadership. Jesus said, do you understand what I have done for you after washing the feet? Now, there's an interesting thing, how to nurture the spirit of volunteering in Jesus Youth. I would say it is a real challenge, because many times the spirit of volunteering in Jesus Youth is so spontaneous, and there's a lot of flexibility and freedom around the initiatives and this volunteering. Now, we need to make sure there is the element of nurturing within the movement, to nurture this call to volunteering. Now, there are three phases of nurturing this spirit of volunteering. One is first is like you and me, like we came to the movement, or everyone gets an opportunity to encounter the movement in any of its platforms. And the second phase is the individual, the person who waits in the movement, who works in the movement, wait in prayer and discernment. The last one is once this phase is clear, the person discerning the call to volunteering in the movement make a decision to commit himself or herself. Here, after this thing, the movement commit itself to this person, providing a platform, infrastructure and opportunity to grow in this commitment. Now, discernment of specific commitment Jesus used. Now, as we said, the nurturing, there are three phases regarding the discernment of volunteering in Jesus Youth. Many times you don't realize, they are not watertight compartments, but still there are three different phases here. Because it is important, because as this movement is going out of Kerala and out of India to the strange cultures and faraway lands, the leaders, as we leaders, need to pay a lot of attention to discern the spirit of volunteering, so that it is beneficial for the individual and also beneficial for the ministry in general. The first is individual discerns his or her call in prayer and reflection, as we said, once coming to the movement. The second one, individual definitely discerns his or her call with the others in the movement. It can be pastors, elders, cellmates, the prayer group members, or someone, anyone can be significant in the life of these individuals. I remember while I was taking my full-time commitment after my graduation, it was a big thing for me. It was a great challenge, because I thought of going for my master's degree straight after my graduation. But it was again my elder who encouraged me to discern it. He never said that. He never made a decision for me. But there is a great influence from my elder to discern it, again put it in prayer, and I have to put it in my cell. Again, I have to talk to my pastor about it, and definitely, to my parents and my brothers and sisters, what they think about it. And so I always call it, it's a beautiful filtering system. You're not rushing into it. So you don't call yourself a freelance, volunteer or anything. You're accountable to the community or your family and to the movement. And the last one is interesting. Even, after individual making this discernment and says, okay, I'm all right, I will go, the others will say, that's fine, excellent, you can go ahead. Again, it is up to the movement to give that final say, go. Now, I'm sure this is some of the, you're very familiar with it, some of the commitment in life situations. I think again, it's going to be covered. So we are going a bit fast. Campus ministry, parish ministry, hospital ministry, professionals ministry. These are the ministries based in life situations. Now, this is where I want to come, like the assessment of volunteering in Jesus Youth. Now, if you look in volunteering today, I'm so happy to say, like as we enter in the post-Jubilee years, there are a few things, some trends are very visible in the movement now. Well, there are some are really positive, some requires our attention, and some requires our concerns. The first thing, this movement is so uniquely gifted with the spirit of volunteering. As someone was saying, you never realize what you have. We never realize how much blessed we are with the dedicated commitment of thousands and thousands of volunteers. And again, as we are planning this movement into faraway cultures and countries, many young people say every day, yes, I love God, I want to serve Jesus through this movement. And they commit themselves at the service of the ministry to serve the church. That is excellent. But if you look in the other side, if you can see in during the last few years, there is a gradual decline in this in the passion for volunteering. And some people say it is there is a general decline in spirit of volunteering in the society, everywhere in the society. So it is affecting Jesus Youth. But we is uniquely gifted by the gift of volunteering, and it's our the responsibility to pray for the that young people will say yes to the Lord. Then again, as the movement is getting a bit more organized and having a bit more structure, I have a fear there's a bit of lack of bit tolerance and rigidity and lack of spontaneity creeping in the movements. It is absolutely not good for spirit of volunteering, because ours is a self-driven ministry with the initiatives of individuals, and again the influence of growing artificial religiosity in the movement. We need to really guard this movement, because as I said before, Jesus Youth is a unique gift of the Holy Spirit to the church in need, society in crisis. So we cannot allow this some of the original charism to be watered away, to wither away, or to just fade away like that. We need to guard this movement. We need to pray that we become passionately at the service of the church. We love our Holy Father, and we will take this this movement to the post-jubilee years with a greater clarity, greater conviction, with a lot of hope, as the church endures into like a Holy Mother Church, it's a Holy Mother Catholic Church enters into the third millennium pilgrimage. Let us also say, yes, I'm happy to make this pilgrimage, and let us also at the same time become sensitive to the needs of our fellow pilgrims. Thank you very much. God bless you.